Hey everyone, welcome to day 2 of Upskilling myself. And yesterday I uploaded my very first video and it was a banger. Uh, in 24 hours, it got two views, one from my TV and another one was from my phone, I guess. So, yeah, anyways, YouTube is just for accountability part and I don't care if I get views or not. So, I'll just focus on my tasks. So the very first question that we solved today was two sum. It's a pretty easy question, and it's the first question on lead code and probably the most solved question of all time. So this is the optimized solution. The basic solution was like you use two loops and then you check for the two numbers whether they match up to target or not. But that takes off n square complexity, which we don't want. So this is the hash map solution. It's the most optimized one. So as you see, we are creating an unordered map over here with two pairs of end. One is for the key, one is for the value. In the key, we store the variable, and in the value, we store the index of it because we have to return the index, right? So then we traverse the whole array from I equals to 0 to its size. Then we define two variables, the first and the second. The first is the element on the ith index, and the second is the target minus the element on the ith index. So we have to find the second one in our hash map, right? So we will find the second one in the hash map. If we get it, then we'll return the indexes of the both, and if we don't get it, then we will add the ith element in the hash map, and then we'll just move on. And then we have to return null if we don't find anything. Then we have this second question, which is the merge sorted array. It uses two pointers, and then we merge elements from the end, right? Okay, so what we have to do is we have given num1s and num2. Then we assign p1 over here. Then we assign p2 over here, and the p, which is the main pointer, it's assigned over here. So you have to start filling from here, right? So we have to compare. If p1 is greater than p2, then we have to add p1 over here. Else we have to add p2 over here, and then we just traverse the array backwards, and then we fill the elements. So this is the thing that we have done over here. And then if num2 has elements, then we have to merge all of the elements into num1. That's so simple. And then I solved this question, which is the 2 sum 2, which is where the input array is sorted. So what we can do over here is that we give two pointers, one over here in the start, one over here in the end, and we start traversing it. So if these two match up to the target, then we return the two elements. If not, then we'll see whether the sum is greater than the target or lesser than the target. Okay, so if the sum is greater than target, then we wanna decrement the end, and else we'll increment the start. So let's take an example. So 15 plus 2 is 17. So 17 is greater than 9. So we will decrement our end. So it will be 11. So right, 11 plus 2 is 13. So it's still greater than 9. So we'll decrement our end. So now the end is over 7 and the start is over on the 2. So 7 plus 2 is 9, which is the target, and then we'll return the indices. So the next question over here is reverse words in a string. So we have given an input string, which is the sky is blue, and we have to reverse the words of it, right? So we don't have to reverse the complete letters, we have to reverse the complete words, right? Okay, so the approach that I followed over here is, first of all, I reverse the whole string. Then what I did was I traversed the whole string and I created a word. So we have to add the word into our string answer. So what we do is we initialize our I over on the letter, which is not a space, right? And then we increment it unless until we find a space. When we find a space, we add that whole word into our word string, and then reverse the word string, and then add that word into our answer. So this is whole reversed. Then this blue will come over here, and then we'll reverse the word and add over here in the answer. Another way of doing it without using extra space was using two pointers, I and j, where I stands over here and j is over here where the space is there, and then we use string.substr method, which is then creates a word and adds it itself. So yeah, this is the list of questions that I've solved. Moreover, I have revised them because as you see, visit over here, I have visited this question the second time, third time, second time. This two sum I have visited 4 times, and like that. So difficulty, the pattern used, then I have written short notes to how to solve the question, and this is my understanding. So best means the best understanding, better means that I have to visit this question once more. It's not like that I didn't understand it, but what I think is I need more revision to get more hands-on. Then for the development part, what I did was I did the computer networking part 2, which included protocols, HTTP, DNS, TCP, IP layers, UDP and TCP. And I also did some YouTube stuff to create logo, then to edit the video and stuff. Then I did some internship work, and then I did the revision of all things. And yeah, thanks for watching and stay tuned for day 3.